More information about the alleged affair, guys, between Prince William and this particular girl called Rose Hanbury is basically being resurfaced, let's just say. Hey guys, it's Markle back at it again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button. It's daily and consistent content 365 days of the damn year. Click that button, inject it, and let's get straight into this video. Some of you guys have been saying, why don't I say inject it anymore? Guys, I have so many other phrases and saying, if I made a video, if I literally said every single one of them right now, I'd be here for the whole video. So let's get into this video where it's basically been reported. My accountant just messaged me, apologies guys, but his basic name is Alex Tiffin, who is an independent journalist, and this is basically what he has been saying. A deputy editor obviously tried to talk about how, you know, Meghan's criticism of the family is going to lead to security being stepped up for the family, again making Meghan the perpetrator, not the victim. This is the typical British tactics that the British papers like to use and I love to use. This is somebody coming from myself who is from London. This is what he's saying. Deputy editor race baiting, newspapers trying to divert attention from the huge L in court, which is that Meghan Markle obviously won, and they put that admittance of her winning very small in the newspaper, as they always do. Also, I'd rather the media just named Prince William as the person in question instead of pea-footing about it, like they did his affair with the Rose girl. Injunctions from the High Court in London are worthless in Scotland. My residence and no amount of legal pressure is going to erase the fact that Prince William had an affair with Rose Hanbury. Multiple UK news outlets have had evidence of the affair and his other comments. Some even spoke to them on the site before legal threats saw them delete everything. A royal shouldn't be afforded extra protection from scrutiny than any other public figure journalists report, not handle. Wow, 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 guys. Wow. So obviously he's claiming that, you know, evidence has been seen of this particular affair, that basically there was extra protection around William to prevent this being a proper story, leaking, going anywhere, and, you know, it just got stopped in its tracks because the powers that may be, you know, stopped everything when it came to this alleged affair between Prince William and Rose Hanbury. Now, I did do a video on this a while ago. If you guys want me to do a recap on that, because I happily would, because they've done several other, you know, recaps, articles on Meghan Markle, etc, 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 and, you know, I thought it would be, for those who might need a reminder of the Rose Hanbury and Prince William, you know, affair situation alleged that is, you know, happened in 2019. But this is now what's come out in the fact that there has been evidence been seen, journalists are speaking on that, as well as the fact that, you know, there were further layers of protection that were given to William, that were given to you know, his family and everything, to prevent this being leaked, which is why the masses do have no idea about this royal alleged affair. Whereas we know everything about Meghan Markle opening the door with the wrong hand, you know, standing in the wrong way, you know, talking about how her love for avocados is something really bad and unhealthy, talking about how, you know, she is threatening the royal family, the family need new security because she's speaking up about her own abuse. Every single little thing is overanalyzed and critiqued when it comes to Meghan Markle, thrown into the headlines, and then she is literally eaten apart by the vultures when it comes to the masses and these headlines. Everyone hated Meghan Markle from the day she even entered into this particular country. There were already plans prior, and the fact that William out here, him and his 5 foreheads, get so much protection for an affair that nobody knows about. You can see the difference in stance when it comes to these two, because the alleged, you know, the royal establishments allegedly, you know, as I have to say, but you have the people within. It's not the flower, it's not the plant, it's not the stem story, it's not the leaf story, it's the root of the issue. Where does this all come from? When it comes to the Meghan Markle BS that's been happening since 2018, it doesn't just happen from the masses, it doesn't just happen from the headlines, it comes from within. These are where stories get leaked. This is where communication, you know, is divulged between parties and things get released. It all comes from within and against Meghan and Harry, trying to break her. But of course, that didn't happen. And evidently, Meghan had won her particular situation in court. She won that huge legal battle, and of course the Daily Mail had to put a very small admittance at the bottom of their paper, because, you know, it has to be on the first page, but of course they didn't want to put it everywhere for the front page. They put it in a little corner because the small size reflects the small amount of dignity papers like this have, that go after Meghan, go after individuals in a very insidious, you know, depreciating, derogatory manner, and it's just very disgusting to see, to be honest with you. But she won that. Meghan Markle is just winning big. She wins big, guys. She honestly wins big with this particular win. Many people thought that thought otherwise. But regardless of her winning stuff, I don't think it will help anybody liking her, because everybody is in denial. They are in denial when it comes to Meghan Markle. They are in denial. They're in denial. They're in denial for her love, in denial, for wanting to appreciate her. They just want to hate, and that won't stop until she takes her last breath, unfortunately, because this is how the world works, and this is how the UK masses and the headlines work when they want to work together alongside the establishment. It comes from the root. Look at the root of the issue. Look at the root of the issue, sorry. It comes from the root, from within the establishment, from within. You take a plant out, you see all these roots underneath, and you're shocked, and you didn't see those roots before because the soil was covering it. Those particular roots that are so, veiny and well interconnected into the soil, that is the establishment. And this is what they've been doing for Meghan for the last 3 to 4 years, where they're so well connected as the roots are with the headlines that influence the masses, and then gets this cyclical cycle of negative nonsense continuously, with the aim of breaking Meghan Markle, breaking her, her psyche. And that attempted many a times, even when she attempted to ask for mental health help. She said this in an interview with Oprah, she was refused that, because the aim was to break her psyche, even to a point of probably attempted suicide, where she admitted to, mental health problems, or leave the country. This is the attempt, and they have failed miserably on countless amount of times, so much so that she has birthed 2 beautiful children as well. And of course, they're taking these beautiful family portraits, but this is the intent. This was a devised plan where they sat together and spoke on all of this, because this is what they want to do: break somebody down when it comes to the establishment, in many several ways. And this is what it's all about. It's the establishment, it's the establishment, it's the establishment. Don't look at the plant, the stem, the leaf. It is the roots that are underneath, that are so well interconnected, and this is what's happening. But it's just not working, to be honest with you. People were critiquing Meghan Markle again when it comes to the family portrait with Harry and the 2 kids, talking about how William and Kate in their portrait have appropriate sized smiles. How can you write comments like that and think that you are making sense? Appropriate sized smiles, and that they look like a healthy, strong family. But because Meghan and Harry are facing each other and facing the kids on the portrait, they are being selfish. They're not caring for the crowds. They're not caring for anybody. They're not selfless individuals. They're looking at each other. They don't care about the photographer. All of this was going on in the last couple of days as well, because every single little thing is being broken down. I wouldn't even be surprised if there were fake bots online who are hitting on Meghan Markle to influence the major crowd to get that going, because we've seen that happen many a times with other individuals. Because I said there is a devised plan, and people sit in a room together and they write things together, and they know how the internet works, technology to manipulate. It's not hard, guys. It's actually extremely easy, and this is what they do. This is what they do, guys. I wanted to put all of these royal topics, into a video together, because I feel like they are interesting topics, and I feel like they are need to be spoken about. I've kind of seen everything in the last week about Meghan, and I really wanted to just put it all into one video for us to really discuss and divulge. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Just comment down below. I really appreciate your comments, and I'm intrigued on reading them. Like the video as well. Subscribe. Click that button, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.